Hello, welcome, my name is XLK and today we're taking a look at Clown Druid. Clown Druid or Primordial Druid is all about ramping up with cards like Wild Growth and Overgrowth, and then when your mana hits 10 you play your Survival of the Fittest to corrupt your Carnival Clowns to fill your board with 8/8 taunts to overwhelm your opponent and win the game. For him again, you want to go for ramp like Overgrowth and Wild Growth. If you get them, you can also keep Innervate, Lightning Bloom, Nature Studies and Wildheart Guff. Keeping a couple of Lightning Blooms together with a Wildheart Guff is very powerful, since you can play him on turn 1, 2 or 3 depending on which soft ramp you get. This is easier to pull off if you're on the coin. The main focus of the deck is ramping up to take advantage of your powerful cards, but there are a couple of things to keep in mind. You can use your soft ramps such as Innervate and Lightning Bloom to play your actual ramp like Wild Growth and Overgrowth, since you will basically just bank that mana for later. You can use your Nature Studies as soft ramp by playing it and then passing the turn without playing a spell. Do this on turn 2 and you can play your Overgrowth discounted on turn 3. Your Survival of the Fittest is the only way to corrupt your Carnival Clowns, so you usually want to make sure that you have one clown in your hand before you play it. If you have the clown in your hand, you can play a Primordial Protector, which will always draw your Survival of the Fittest to corrupt them and set up for your big endgame turn. Your Guardian Animals is great for both creating a big board and controlling the opponent's board, since your pool of beasts exists of Teacher's Pet, Twilight Runner and Lake Thresher. They will get rushed when you play the spell, and Lake Thresher is especially good for dealing with large boards. Wildheart Guff is great for ramping, and his hero power lets you choose between drawing a card and ramping for 1 mana crystal. You usually want to pick the ramp mechanic, since this will give you an active mana crystal right away, which basically means that the hero power just costs 1 mana. Keep in mind that you want to think out your turn before you do this, since it's gonna be the first thing you do on your turn. If you can't corrupt your clowns and get them down, you still have very powerful cards such as Cenarian Ward, Primordial Protector and Strongman. Mix them with a Survival of the Fittest to close out the game. And that's just scratching the surface of Clown Druid. Ramp as hard as you can, buff your cards with Survival of the Fittest, and finish the game with a huge board full with huge clowns. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm having a ton of fun with the new patch. I think it turned Rogue Stone into Druid Stone, but I'm really excited to see how the meta looks in a couple of days. The support has always been amazing, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys know how much I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Welcome to the circus. We're playing some Clown Druid today, one of my favorite Druid archetypes of all time. It's a ton of fun. You basically just ramp up and then you start doing big things and playing a full board of clowns. You're gonna have to take a couple of punches in the face though, but it's usually okay. We don't want the protectors or the strongmen. We're looking for overgrowths and stuff. I think when you find an overgrowth, getting a lightning bloom would be pretty good. Because you can actually ramp up on turn 2 with the lightning bloom to the overgrowth, and you kind of you gotta lock yourself out a little bit, but you're gaining those 2 mana crystals for the rest of the game. That's kind of the idea behind using soft ramp to use the real ramp. But yeah, this is an interesting deck to play, definitely. You don't want to go against things that are too fast. This is a nature spell, so it doesn't matter. You just need a spell for this. So I'm gonna play Nature Studies here, and whatever spell I get, I'm not playing it because I want to Overgrowth on turn 3. And Sentries could keep me alive. Lunar Eclipse could clear a must-kill minion if this is some sort of beast stuff. I kind of want to go for the Thorn Growth here. Do I? It's like Lunar Eclipse or Thorn Growth. Both are great. Druids have so much HP and stuff, so let's just go for the Thorn Growth. I think one reason to go for the Lunar here is if he plays... what's it called? If he plays Cenarian Ward and gets like a bad 8, that 8/1, you can just snipe that off and still play spells. But this could also just kind of keep me alive. So now this only costs 3, so we can ramp this up. And Nature Studies is such an interesting card, because it's good to save it like that, but you have to remember that if you use it, you can't use soft ramp right after. Because usually like Lightning Blooms and Innervates, they already cost 0 and that's just gonna remove the effect of it. I wonder if this guy is a clown. I've seen probably more than 50% druids. Let's see if we can stick a Twilight Runner here just to draw. We could nature studies first though. We're taking that innervate, I think. We could go Power of the Wild if we just want to get on board with a 3-2. But I want innervate. It's good if we draw Guff and stuff. Guff and stuff. But we have to remember now that we have the effect of another nature studies active, so whatever spell we want to play it before we innervate, because the innervate won't do anything. Yeah, having a good time. This game just turned, like, it went from Rogue Stone to Druid Stone. Everybody is playing Druid, which is pretty good if you like super quick decks. I think that decks like Face Hunter and stuff will be really good. Maybe even Poison Rogue, actually, if there are this many Druids. If you can just kind of kill them quickly with the knife. So, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see how the meta unfolds, but I've only seen Druids today for like 8 games or something. And yesterday I saw a ton of Druids as well. It's just everybody's playing Druid. Even I'm playing Druid. And Druid is my least played class. So everybody's having fun with it, which is good. Let's go just with a Cenarion Ward here. We don't really have any combos for it. We don't run Solar Eclipse. So let's just drop this and hope for something big. Of course, you generally want to draw first, but sometimes you just miss on it. Okay. Next turn, if this sticks, oh my god. We can go Survival of the Fittest and just hit him super hard. I think we have to be wary of the big guy. The big fat boy that eats one of my minions, especially when they get powerful. So, the downsides about going Survival of the Fittest here is that we won't corrupt any clowns. And this is the only card in the deck that can corrupt the clowns. Okay, you don't want me to draw. This isn't the best survival. Wild Growth, I guess. Guff! We could definitely Guff. Do I want a Hero Power before? No. This is kind of a big decision that I made quickly, but yeah. Okay, let's ramp. And now we have 3 mana to play with. Is there anything we want to do? Yeah, let's just ramp more and hit him. So we're on par with him when it comes to ramping here. But we want to throw down some big stats. I think he's gonna throw down a bunch of big stats now. He is the Ramp Druid, which is pretty good. If this guy is good at using resizing pouch, I think he can pull off a ton of just, I don't know, big minions that can clear my board. So I think we kind of want to go a little quicker, so playing minions here would be pretty good. I would love to see a clown. Do you have any ways of drawing here? Another Thresher, kind of whiffing hard. We could go Thorn Growth. We could draw actually. Or do we want to ramp? We could go Thorn Growth together with a Survival of the Fittest. Or we could draw a card. Or we could ramp. Ramping and playing 2 Threshers is pretty good. I mean, we're not getting any rush value from them. We do have the animated broomstick though. This is sticky, so I can play 1 Thresher, 1 Teacher's Pet. So let's gain a Mana Crystal here. And go for this. Is there any reason for me to use the... Actually, we could actually innervate and go Thorn Growth. I kind of like this, and then try to hit him with a Survival of the Fittest next turn. I don't think he's gonna let me, but if he does, we're gonna deal a ton of damage. This is like a Bloodlust. So we're gonna deal 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26. Almost lethal. Which can take us a long time, but man, this guy is armoring up. I've seen a ton of crazy screenshots where druids are having like 500 armors, stuff like that. I'm scared. I hope that never happens to me. I hope I'm the one doing it. But man. Okay, he ate my broomstick. That's kind of fine. we won't get any Thresher value from this. I'm curious what he's gonna do with the rest of his armor. Or with the rest of his mana. He's killing a Thorn Growth. I think we might actually get some sneaky damage in here. Do I ever care about clearing this? I think we just want to send the damage phase, right? It would be pretty nice to hit with the Thresher here. I think we could draw here. We have so much soft ramp that I would like to see another card instead. Oh good, now we can go Strongman. Thinking about it, I don't want to use my Lightning Blooms yet. Now we have a big old board and we're sending everything face. Kind of forcing him to deal with it. That was a good pull. Getting that Strongman for just some extra damage. It's hard for him to get through my minions to get to the 8-10. Also, he's gonna be able to get armor, I think, with the amulet. Ah, he had one Strongman. I wanna try to draw a broomstick. If I draw a broomstick or a guardian animals, we're in super good shape. But he's doing a big turn. I think he's gonna armor up here. Dangerous. Don't eat this one. Eat like this. That's scary, but his placement was bad, which is good. For me. Because we wanna hit the Thresher in the Strongman, but I don't think it's gonna kill this. We have to do something about this. Oh, he's putting me to that 50-50. Eat this. No! Guardian animals. It was close to be a win with that. I think we're gonna draw with Twilight Runners, right? See what we get. We have a ton of armor to play with. Cenarium Ward here. We could also go Lake Thresher, which is really nice. How much damage do I have? 8. It's not enough to kill him. I want to go for Lake Thresher and the Broomstick, so let's ramp first. Ramp puts us to 6, so we can play both. And then we play the Broomstick. We trade like this. Was that the best trade? Yeah, probably. But it sucks that I need to kill off both of these, but it is what it is. We have another Twilight Runner, but it could die. He only has 2 cards. Oh. Interesting. This could actually be really good and save us. We have a Cenarium Ward, but our Lightning Blooms aren't really doing anything. Hopefully he won't pull more cards. I think we are really close to just killing him here. How much is he ramping? Oh, Ovis or whatever, no? Ivus? Divine oh no! I don't like the scam. Okay, it's not the big one. He got some small things. I got some really big things. Like this. Super good. This isn't that good. This is pretty big. What's that? Honor kill. He could probably set up honor kill, right? This and this. That's a pretty good one for him. I mean, this wasn't bad for him. Because he's gonna keep a big board. But I don't think there's any way, right? Whatever he trades, I'm just gonna punch him super hard. And there it is. The clownless Clown Druid. Boom! Man, Guff is a great card. That was a fun game. I am 6 games away from getting Golden Druid, which means that I would have 500 games with every single class. It's a lot of Hearthstone playing. That's like too much. No, I don't think you can play too much, man. Let's just go. I like to keep a Lightning Bloom, but I think I just want to see ramp. So now we don't have to be worried that this guy is a rogue, right? Maybe. I think this will be great since Scabs is nerfed. And we got a Wild Growth. Super good. I wonder what type of Shaman we're gonna see. He didn't mulligan the card to the left, so it's probably Quest. I think, unless he goes super fast. Oh, it's gonna be Bolner, right? I am very curious about Elemental Shaman. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Based on kind of nothing, but I'm very excited to try it out. It's one of those decks that I really like. I like tribal synergy. I think that's very flavorful and cool. And I kind of like when my deck looks good. It's kind of funny. But that's stuff like that is kind of important to me. Clowns. I wish that those weren't clowns. It can be anything else. Okay, we just want a ramp here, which is great. And that's a clown. Good. We have the survival of the fittest and we got a little ramp. I kind of want to see a Thresher soon. Or maybe that Lightning Bloom. We just don't want to die too quickly. I think his combo comes online at earliest at turn 9 or something. We are playing a deck that kind of want to drag the game out as long as possible. So this could be pretty threatening. We are very close to like a control deck. Let's just ramp here. Super good. We're already at 8 next turn, which is huge. We could Guardian Animals. This like turn or 8 mana is where this deck really comes online. You have such great cards on 8. Guardian Animals, Cenarion Ward, Primordial Protector, which will always draw your Survival of the Fittest. If you have a Clown, you can kind of do those 3 back to back. He's just drawing for his combo. I think we're gonna get this guy. Hopefully we roll a Thresher and a Twilight Runner. That's what I want to see here. Now we can actually go Survival of the Fittest and corrupt the Clowns, which is interesting. That's pretty good. But I would rather have a board when I Survival of the Fittest. Let's go Guardian Animals here. A Thresher, super good. We hit this here. We hit here. Clearing the entire board. Man, I kind of wanted to go for it. Survival of the Fittest, but then we would have to wait another turn. I think if I can get value from this, I'm actually going 1 mana over. Like we're just at turn. I guess this is gonna be turn 6 for him. I think we can just blow him out. He could play a Instructor Fireheart and devolve my board, which would be pretty scary. Oh, Strongman, this is so good. Okay. If I lock for 2, I'm gonna be at 8 next turn. I think I'm still doing it. I think it's my best play. Survival of the Fittest here. We can play the Strongman as well. And we're sending this face big time. Now we just have a super big fat board, which we like. And in 2 turns we just play the Clowns. So if he has to totally like spend a lot of resources dealing with this board, we're gonna be in such a good shape. We could play the Twilight Runner next turn, clear off this, and draw a bunch of cards. We're gonna do it, but this is getting a little scary though. Because of all of the freeze. Oh wow. So many clowns. Oh, good thing we got that broomstick. Super good. Now we kind of want soft ramp. So I was kind of debating in my head sending in the broomstick to die first, just to keep his buffs smaller. But I think we're gonna see a lot of freezing here. So Parrot. Yeah. Could come down, and then he could do Parrots again. But he has 16 cards in his deck. He's probably not gonna do it. We could go Clowns and... Actually, we can't do Clowns and Broomstick together. We could draw more. I'm kind of down to go Broomstick and the Twilight Runner here. It's gonna draw us a lot of cards, but then we won't have the broomstick, but I just feel like we're gonna jam a lot of Carnival Clowns. It could be difficult if he sets up more macaws and more freezes, but still, like he has half his deck left. And when we get the opportunity to hit, we're just gonna hit him hard, right? This is a ton of damage already. It's like, we just kill him without even playing the clowns, but I have a feeling he's gonna freeze more though. I think this is a pretty difficult one if he wants to set up his OTK. But man, it feels rare to get OTK'd by Shaman. It hasn't happened to me too many times. He could play the macaw here. He can't play the macaw. Okay, how much do we have? 18, that's very close. I wanna play the clowns for the sake of playing the clowns on the video. But I think Guardian Animal is better here. We get a Thresher and a Teacher's Pet. Or Primordial Protector is pretty nice. Primordial Protector will draw us our other Survival of the Fittest. But I kinda just wanna clear off this. I like Guardian. I prefer Guardian Animals here. My deck is so strong. Do we ever play the Strongman? Let's keep... We have 6 cards. We can have 7. Let's chill. Or if he freezes me a ton, maybe this will tip the damage over. There's nothing I can do to clear a space unless I draw Nature Studies. I think I'm still going for the Strongman. Because if he can't... So he can't macaw this anymore. So if he doesn't find the big Frost Giant thingy, he's not freezing my entire board. So if he can freeze a lot, we still have that, we just have an extra chance. Unless he just kills me now. Let's see. Do what you have to, man. 10 mana. Wait, that can't be it, right? You got 2 cards left, Dunk Tanks. Maybe he's clearing it all though. But then I go Clowns. Oh yeah, we hit him hard. Go Strongman, go. And that's my clownless Clown Druid video. But yeah, the corrupted clowns will just fill the board with clowns. It's great. It's a lot of fun, but we didn't get the opportunity. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Peace.